My reaction to RWBY Volume 5, Chapter 7. Last time on RWBY, Yang and Wise were talking to Raven, and Raven told them about Ozpin and said that the real reason she and Crow joined Beacon was not to learn how to become huntsmen, it was to learn how to kill huntsmen. Apart from the creatures of Grimm, huntsmen were the only things that were capable of stopping their raids, so they needed a counterforce, and she and Crow were the perfect age. So they got into combat school, and then they got recognized by Ozpin and then accepted into Beacon. And after they formed their team, Ozpin kept overlooking them, assigned them more training missions, so and so. He was actually interested in Team Stark. Maybe he knew about Crow and Raven, but I'm pretty sure he was also interested in the silver eyes that Summer possessed. So he kept doing stuff to them, and then eventually Ozpin told them some secrets, and then Raven got suspicious and just wanted to know more. But the more she found out, the more she grew to distrust Ozpin. And now she sees Salem as a force that can't be stopped, and thinks that they're all just fighting pointless battle. That's why she thinks Crow is a fool for trusting Ozpin, because she believes that he's fighting a battle that he knows he can't win, but he's still trying nonetheless. And so we find out that Raven is also able to transform into a Raven, just like how Crow is able to turn into a Crow. It's not their semblance, it's magic that Ozpin used on them. Ozpin used her magic on Raven and Crow, and that's how they're able to turn into those birds. And so Raven offered to tell Yang in person if she chose to stay, but then she opened a portal to Crow and said that if she doesn't choose to stay, then she can go to Crow and he can explain everything for them. But Yang said all she wanted to do was make sure her sister was safe and chose to go to where Crow was. Meanwhile, Crow was searching for the huntsmen on his list to see if he can get them to help, but for some reason he couldn't find any of them. They were either missing or dead, is what he assumed. And one of his huntsman friends owed some money to some guy, and then Crow himself went to pay him off. He assumed the guy was dead. Well, they haven't been back for a long time, so I guess it was the most a good conclusion to come to. So he couldn't find any other huntsman to join them, but he got Yang and Wise back, and now RWBY, Wise, and Yang are all together again. Now we just had to get Blake back, and Team RWBY will be back together again. The scene at the end when RWBY, Wise, and Yang got together, when Yang said, "I love you." I actually didn't catch that, but Yang was actually returning the "I love you" that RWBY gave her at the end of Volume 3. That was the last thing when she said to Yang before she left, and Yang never got back to her on that. So now she finally can. And they also have Wise back now, who is finally happy to be around people that care about her. And she is finally happy again. So RWBY, Wise, and Yang are back together again. Now we just need to get Blake back, and Team RWBY will be back together again. So I guess now it's time to fill in Wise and Yang about Salem and the maidens and the relics, and now they can maybe do something about it. I still think they shouldn't go out to Raven just yet. Well, they just came back from there, and now I'm not sure actually. They know that she has a spring maiden, and I think those who have met her. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do about the spring maiden right now, but we'll have to see. So let's see what happens next on RWBY. There was not much progress on Blake's end last time. Don't think we saw her at all actually. So maybe now we'll finally get some focus on Blake's end. Since we have three of them together now, it'll be a lot easier to split between the two stories. So maybe now we'll be able to focus on all four of them properly now, and we'll see some more progress on Blake's end while trying to get Ilya on our side. So let's see how that turns out now. This is RWBY, Volume 5, Chapter 7, Rest and Resolutions. I'm going to try and be quiet this time as much as I can. Let's see. The episode is starting right now. To the fairy tale, back to the show, back to the home and there's nowhere to go. Hopeless and desperate, all about the past. He's looking bleak in the back. Terribly. You can sound imagining. Really. How's this something to be? Why is it fixated? Oh well. Okay, this is good. Salem. I want to see how powerful Salem is all by herself. Okay. Yes. Yes.
How do you lose your map at a time like that?
Believe me, I've asked myself the same thing
What?
ever since.
You what? How do you use your what?
Hey, but you made up for it, Mr. Muscles. You should have seen this guy take a giant gram head-on.
I couldn't have done it without Ruby wearing it down.
Of me? Did you see Ren during that fight? He was out of control.
I'm sorry. I may have lost my temper momentarily.
No, and out of control isn't awesome.
Oh, you mean the final battle in Volume 4?
Thank you.
That pause.
You did not. Yeah, right in the middle of the party.
Oh.
Please tell me you let that lady have it. Of course not. Even if I did really want to. No way. I don't believe it.
Oh, this is awesome. I love this so much. And look, he's also. That was
It's
great.
not a replacement for the real thing. But I'll make sure to make good use of it.
That's amazing. Incredible.
Look at Ruby.
And it's just as strong?
Stronger.
Sure is.
Oh.
Bet.
Oh.
Nora, please. Now's not the time.
You know what?
Don't let her beat you.
You can do this. Show what Team Juniper is made of.
Oh, this is awesome.
You can't lose
Look
to a
at
girl
it.
in a skirt.
You got this.
Come on, Wise.
What? You're not cheering loud enough. It definitely
Go on,
feels
Wise.
like the original. I'll give you that. Yep.
Ah.
But it does have some new features. Oh, yeah?
Oi. Yang.
Did she win?
What was that?
Huh?
Oh. Oh, Yang. You.
We ate it all.
That was great.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Easy there, Vomit Boy. I
Oi.
believe in you.
Oh, we're doing nickname throwbacks now.
Oh yeah. Now I'll catch.
I mean, the Ice Queen seems to like it.
What? What? Come on, Nora. She.
So did not miss you people. Oh my gosh, she really does like it. What went and warmed your heart while you were gone? Hey, you make it sound like I used to be terrible. Nah,
You did.
just a lot to deal with at once.
Only Blake was here.
It's been a long time. We've all grown in our own ways.
Yep.
You really think so?
Well, think back to
That's
when we were
right.
all at Beacon. Would you say you ever did anything foolish or embarrassing? Or do you think you were perfect?
Oh gosh. I may
Why?
have been a little too gung-ho from time to time.
Yeah.
You? I tried to 1v1 a Nevermore on the second day of school.
Yeah, well, don't even get me started.
Well, that embarrassment, that desire to go back and tell yourself not to be so stupid, that just proves you're not the same person you used to be.
Yep.
You're smarter, or kinder, or
Yeah.
stronger, and you're not done growing yet. None
Yep.
of us are.
Yeah, it turns out Red
Yes,
gets
sir.
real deep when he feels like talking. Well, hold on. I thought I was pretty great in school. Even at the dance? When you spilled punch all over yourself in front of... Yes, especially the dance. Thank you, Yang.
Okay.
6 kids possibly make so much noise at
Cool.
dinner.
And Oscar. Oh yeah, they don't know about Oscar. They don't know about Oscar yet, do they? What are they waiting for?
So, the maidens, magic,
Okay, so they know now.
Salem, it's all true?
Miss Zhao Long, is this more or less what your mother told you?
For the most part.
You forgot something. You forgot to tell everyone what you did to Crow and my mother.
What is she talking about? Oh, great.
That's not a secret I thought she would give up so easily. Your mother must trust you a great deal. My ability to reincarnate, though a curse, isn't without a few key benefits. Much like the maidens, I too possess a certain magical power. Using this power, I was able to gift the Bronwyn twins the ability to see more, to move freely and be unburdened by their natural bodies. Well, gave them the ability to turn into birds. Rather ridiculous sounding out loud, isn't it?
Wait, what?
Mm.
Uncle?
You turn them into birds.
Alright,
Yeah.
now you're just messing with us.
Crow,
What
sure.
else is new?
He's telling the truth. We saw it. Yang's mom changed right in front of us.
So Crow, show them.
Why would you do something like that? I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yang, that's enough. We made a choice. We wanted this.
May I? Granting this power to them was no trivial task, and I can assure you it was not done frivolously. I required assistance in gathering information on Salem's plans, as well as searching for maidens when their hosts became unclear.
Okay, so have you done this with others? Like General Ironwood or Professor Goodwitch?
As helpful as that might be, unfortunately it is not that simple. My power is finite, and if I'm being honest, dwindling. The amount that I gifted to Crow and Raven was, all things considered, rather minuscule. You see, centuries ago, I sacrificed a great deal of magic to 4 young women, who I hoped would use my gift for good.
You were the
They were the first maidens.
you were the old man from the story.
Miss Zhao Long,
You were the
it
old
was
man.
never my intention to lie to you, to any of you. There are just some matters that I prefer to play close to the chest. I believe that's how you phrased it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone has a choice. The Bronwyns chose to accept their powers and the responsibilities that came with them. And later, one of them chose to abandon her duties in favor of her own self-interest. Now, all of you have a choice. If anyone wishes to leave, now is the time. There is no shame or disgrace in abstaining, only in retreat.
Nice.
Very well then.
Yang?
Yay?
Yang?
If Ruby sticks around, then I will too.
But
If there's one thing I know about her, it's that she somehow always knows the right thing to do. But if we're going to help, if we're going to keep risking our lives, no more lies, no more half-truths.
Understood.
So, what now? I mean, what can we do?
That is a difficult question. One that I believe is best answered tomorrow.
why tomorrow?
What do you mean?
The road ahead is undoubtedly filled with hardships and peril. However, it has been far too long since you have all been together. Please, take tonight. Enjoy this moment.
Oscar.
Oh! Raven? Crow? They're birds! Cracked it!
Nora. Oh, so back here.
Hey, Ugly.
Wait. Oh, these two are back. Mercury and Emerald and Mercury. Is Emerald going to miss?
Is Raven Bronwyn home?
You know, I've had a real bad week. So I think I'm gonna take it out on you.
Cinder and Watts.
Doesn't look like he wants to cooperate, boss.
Then make him.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Is Emerald messing with him? Or is... Oh. Wait, what? That's it? That was such a short episode. That was such a short episode. That didn't feel... I mean, it was nice catching up and all, but it's still, that was such a short episode. Well, halfway through the season, there's barely been any action so far. That felt really short. Like all the stuff that happened, I just didn't seem like there was a lot of it. So the scene with all of them catching up, having dinner, that was pretty awesome actually. Yeah, I loved all of that. How Boy was talking about the outburst that she made at the concert, Yang showing off the new arm, Nora and Yang arm wrestling, and Yang actually dashed her arm and sent Nora flying. That was funny. That was great. That was perfect. Yang just fooled Nora so badly, so greatly with that. So they all had talk, and then also mentioned how they're not the same people that they used to be back when the show first started. Ruby is not more reckless and is using her head a lot more. Voice is more kinder than she used to be, and John has gotten a lot stronger. And so they've all changed in their own ways. And then, then they met Crow and Ospen, who confirmed the story that Raven told them, and told them about how. And so we finally got confirmation that Ospen was actually the old man from the story of the four maidens, and he's the one who gave the maidens their powers. So it was indeed him who made that story. He is the old man who just didn't want to come outside his house, and then he gave the maidens that story. Sorry, not the story, their powers. And he also told them about how he turned Crow and Raven into birds. He needed them for scouting mission to gather information. And he also said that they're the ones who chose that power. Raven spoke as though Osmond forced power onto them. But Crow and Osmond said that they both made a choice and they chose to take this power. So I don't know what Raven was thinking. Okay, so they actually chose it. It was something they wanted at the time. It didn't seem like there were any side effects or anything, but yeah. So the power was not forced on them. They chose to take that power from Osmond. It was just a small amount, and his power is also becoming a lot weaker now. Yeah, there's not a lot to say about this episode. They were just catching up. There were some nice moments there. Osmond telling them about Salem and the maidens and the relics. It all happened on screen because we already heard the story before. And then at the end, Emerald, Mercury, Cinder, and Watts showed up at the Bronwyn tribe's hideout and are now going to talk to Raven to hand over the spring maiden to them. We finally get Cinder back in the spotlight. So let's see what she does next time. So it'll be her first act since she finished her recovery. So let's see how that turns out next time on RWBY. It's a short discussion, but there was not a lot that happened. Well, hoping next time there'll be a lot more to talk about. My reaction is now done.